Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the UI Guy, and today we will explore the 1.4, which is the developer console. So I'll open this in a new tab just to check this one, and yeah, this is open. So let's see this one. What is the developer console? So this is also a very basic thing. I assume that most of you will be familiar with this one, but we'll go through this one, and I assume you will also learn something new from this one. Okay, so developer console, what it is saying is, so when you are writing code in any language, be it JavaScript or be it anything, so you are prone to make errors. At least you are a human, not a robot, because humans can make errors, right? But in browser, you user don't see error by default. So if there is an error on a page, usually in this browser we don't see them. So how we see them? To see them, we have some options or some ways how we can see them. So for them, we need to check the developer console for the errors that we'll see in this section. Okay. Then coming to next, most developer lean towards Chrome or Firefox for development because those browsers have the best developer tools. So if you are a developer, if you are making some web apps, right? So it's most likely that you will be developing them in Chrome or Firefox. Why? Because we as developers we use this dev tool or developer tool that is based, or the best version of that is there in the Firefox or Chrome. So mostly developers prefer using Chrome or Firefox for the development part. So it is also saying that most developer have a favorite browser. So for me it is Chrome because the dev tool is so good over here, and I also like the Chrome UI and UX everything. So I have my favorite browser is Chrome. Okay, then coming to the Google Chrome part. So it is saying that open this page. Let's open this one. So now we open this page. It is saying that there are error in the script of this page, but we are not able to see this error because this is just text written here, right? So we can't see any errors over here. So how we can see error? So there is an error. So it is saying you can either press F12, or if you are in a Mac, use Command Option J. So irrespective of if you are in a Mac or Windows, just right click and then go to inspect, and if you go to this console, this is the dev tool. So here you can see the error. So the error that we were talking about, that there is error on this page, that error is this one that is showing now on this console, right? And what is that error is saying? That uncut reference error, la la la, is not defined. So that is the error message. If you want to see where this error is coming from, like I mean in the code from which line this error is coming from, then you have to see in the right side here there is something bog HTML 12. So this means that in this line number 12 you have this error. So if you will click on this line, you can see this is the line number 12 and this is your text. So what is the problem? It is saying that la 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 is not defined. So inside a script tag, you cannot just place a string like this or something like this one. So that's why you have this error, right? So it is saying that it will look like this, and this whatever will be shown here depends on the version of this browser. So for example, this is showing now like this, but in some future version of Chrome they might change the user experience of this one or interface of this one, so they could show this error differently, but definitely there will be error like this in the console, right? So I hope that part is clear. And then it is saying that okay, this blue symbol, let's explore this part. So this is the error. Then what is next? You can see arrow mark over here and the cursor is blinking. So this is essentially your terminal, and here you could type anything also. And also there is one thing, multi-line input. So in this terminal we can also write JavaScript code. Let me show you. Let's say I will define a variable, let a equals to 5 in JavaScript. So if I hit enter, it will just execute that. But if I want to write few more line of code, I would press shift and enter so that it came to the next line. And then here I could write the next line, which is I'll say, let's say console.log a. What it means is I'm trying to print that variable I just created. So now let's say I want to execute. I'm done with the code. I want to execute this piece of code. So now rather than shift enter, I will just hit enter. I hit enter, and now it is the out. This is the output it is giving. I created a variable with a equals to 5 and console log a. This was my block of code, and this is the output. it is printing the a equals to 5. So that is the thing of multi-line input. If you want to have another line, you have to use shift enter. If you just want to execute that code right now or right at that particular point of time, just hit enter or return in Mac, right? So then coming to Firefox, Edge and others. So as I showed you, which whatever browser it is, so you just have to right click and inspect. If it is not Safari, because in Safari you have to manually enable it. I'll show you in Safari as well. So I'm opening Safari browser. Now let's say I'm opening Google and I don't have anything, any developer mode enabled here. If I'll just right click, you can see there is nothing, no inspect and anything over here, right? So that is the difference for the Safari. For Safari you have to go to the developer mode and you have to enable the developer menu first. But I'll strongly suggest you to hold either Google Chrome or Firefox for development. That's the best part of it. So those are the summary part, and we are with this we are done with the first chapter, I believe, the first section and introduction. And from the next video onwards, we'll cover JavaScript fundamentals, which is hello world and all these things.